Okay, we have the green Man of the West player Solas versus the other green Alvin player Zirael. It's good against good in the very first game. This is the map Forts of Eisen Unleam. So basically you can cross the river over here, I think, which makes the map wide, much more open, and you can't really camp out. I've not seen this map quite, too many times, so we will get the chance to see that together. I don't want to say anything. What's up, Avi? Welcome. Okay, 2 farms into the barracks, into the 3rd farm coming up for Solas. On the opposite side, we have 2, 3, 4 Malone trees for elves. So it's an economical opening, And he's going to build up the barracks now. Do it. In the meantime, soldier? No, it's gonna be pikeman. So, I mean, he will get away with it because Solas is planning to creep with the spearman and he's building up the barracks number 2. But I think, actually he's going for the steeple. I mean, he will be rich enough to build barracks 2. But the steeple, it's a very risky move because pikeman will hard counter this and you need the barracks, dude. You need it. That's a very strange opening in my book, but maybe, maybe it's gonna work out. Slay these lands.
Oh, get away!
Hey Mustafa, what's up? So, creeping uncontested, barracks number 2, soldier, more soldiers. Might see a steeple later on, but for now, he's going to creep this, join the soldiers with the pikemen and move forward. It's like a very, old school opening for the man faction. And the barracks is coming up too late. I mean, super delete, but I think it's gonna, he's gonna be just fine. Because Solas didn't go for an attack just yet. And by the time he will be here, maybe he will have an archer or a Lorien warrior on the field. It might be actually helpful to defend. Because he has only 1 pikeman. So Solas has to micro this very well. But remember, the host player of this game is Zirael. So he will have advantage in this situation. Okay, that's a huge army though. I mean, 3 soldiers and 1 spearman. But maybe he can punish him. Nice. He's clumping, making sure it's almost impossible.
You have my sword.
Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Blitzer. And he's going for the stable level 2. The pasture level 2, that will give him the chance to recruit the Lindens. They are very, very strong when they have like huge numbers. When you have like 4 or 5 battalions, they can actually be very good, especially versus this weak armored pikemen of Rohan. And for that reason, Solas might be forced to recruit some of the tower guards later on. The builder is moving to build a wall up.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Dear Russia, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Really means a lot. Oh, Dear Russia is the follower number 9,000. Over 9,000! Thank you so much, appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, Valindru? Okay, I mean, he was able to protect this, by the way. And Solas now moving up for the steeple. The steeple is level 2, has now more HP, more tankiness. But there is another army of sportmen and pikemen coming from this location. The archer has to rotate, but you can also use the bombard to shoot from a safe distance. He's trying to do this, but there are too many units and the Malone tree will be destroyed. During all this time, Solas' economy is remaining untouched. Very important to mention, 2 Malone trees against 0 farms taken down so far. Double Rex, spam those units, Spam those units. I mean, he has also many of these horses. And one of them is also Linden. So, as you can see, they are dealing great amount of damage. The firepower of the Alvin faction is going to be very strong. And the Malone tree won't still be able to survive this. The pikes got killed. They can go for a trample. But remember, the Alvin faction's weakness is the lack of resources, and if you keep losing your Malone trees like this, your opponent will be much wealthier compared to you. That's gonna be the first farm. The first farm he will be able to destroy. When you see this many horses, maybe it's good to recruit a horse hero like Eoma, for example. Eoma can counter the Lindens, the Rivendell Lancers too. Look at this, And that's only 1 battalion. Imagine if you have like 2, 3 of them, You can kill those Rohan spearmen in a second. But he was running it down into the pikemen, took heavy damage. He has to retreat and heal up to full HP. 2 archers. I mean, he has 0 pikemen, you know. That's a very good potential for a stable for Solas, because the punishment is going to be big. He's doing the double barracks, I think. Of course, man. Never seen before, you know. Never seen before. I mean, here's Eoma now on the field. That's good. Will be able to protect this farm too. Level 2 unlocked. That's gonna unlock the spear throw, which will actually deal like a splash damage in the scheme. In BFME1 it's like a single target thing, but in Rise of the Witch King it hits multiple targets, so it's very good against clumping, which, you know, basically that's gonna be the playstyle of the Alban faction generally. It will be clumping quite a lot, and Eoma can counter this. I mean, lots of harassment going on. The Lindens, they are dealing good amount of damage, but of course, you know, the pikemen, they will still be able to finish this off, no problem. They're almost a level 2. Oh my goodness. Only 1 pikeman. If Eoma can get into the backline though. Follow him. Oh, nice micro from Zirael. You think Solas is dead? Okay. We have 575 command points for Solas and 550 for Zirael. I mean, Zirael is in a very defensive formation, but I think if he can keep defending himself for like a few more minutes, he will be so strong that he can crush everything. Imagine those Lindens with Silverton arrows, boys. You know, just imagine for a second. The pikes, they are getting slaughtered by the Lorien warriors, but Lorien warriors are getting slaughtered by Eoma. The Malon tree is taking damage, but I think he might be able to protect this. 1 more Malon tree has been destroyed. He's spamming those Lindens all the time. The Lancers are taking a lot of damage from the trample, but they can regenerate their HP around the fortress. Trample incoming. Solas is punishing his opponent big time, and Eowyn, the shield maiden of Rohan, has been recruited. Another mounted hero from men of the West faction player to counter those Lancers and those Lindens. But you see, even though he's killing those units, but he has to sacrifice so many Malon trees in exchange. And now the question is it worth it? You lose a lot of eco, and he still gets what he wants, right? His goal is to deal damage. He doesn't even bother fighting against your army. You wanna just get an eco advantage?
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Oh, Eowyn got a whole level. Spear throw. Okay. Level 5, okay? I mean, let's be honest, guys. You know, leveling up Eoma isn't the hardest thing in the world. I think he's one of the easiest heroes to level up. Quite easy, you know, not a big deal. Okay. Oh my goodness. No pikemen. Over here. Oh. The siblings of Rohan. Crushing those elves. And now, hold on a second, okay? The best ability in the game has just been unlocked. These guys will reveal herself and deal 200% more damage to a single target. Huge. Okay. I mean, actually he's spamming more resources. I mean, he's spamming more Malon trees all the time. And he has, I don't know how, but he has an eco advantage. He has more command points than Solas. Elves, interactive playstyle, barracks, marketplace coming up. No stable all game long. No archer range. Only pikes, swords, and the 2 cheapest heroes of the Rohan faction. Here has been used. There comes the Alvin from the Alvin player. Or the buff of the Rallying Call. 4 power points after the 5 power points. Rallying Call.
I will see the glory of Gondor restored.
Oh, the last hope, you know. Boromir has been recruited. So basically the man player went for all the 5 power points from the spell, right? It's Rallying Call, Revealed, and Heal. And he has 6 power points on top of that. The Alvin player went straight to the 10 power point. So Rallying Call into the Alvin Wood. And now he already has 7 power points. And if he just, you know, manages to save more power points with 15, he will be able to summon the Ents. And the Ents have the ending, you know, the potential to end the game. He has also Faramir now. So 4 heroes. Oh, 3 heroes. Correction. I take it back, 3 heroes. Eowyn suicided. I mean, he's doing some good damage in return, but I think Solas should be spamming more resources, because the very strange part is that he was the one who was able to destroy so many Malone trees, but yet again Zirael is leading. Spear throw. This is making bank, by the way. Boromir is gonna get level 2 of this. Watch this. Boom. Almost level 2. That's gonna unlock the new and changed Horn of Gondor. I don't want to say it's improved.
You must join with him, Gondor.
Oh?
You must join with Sauron.
Oh my goodness, that's a big victory. Actually, for me personally, there was a good fight for man. But now here's the hero counter. Thranduil has been recruited. And this guy has a really long range. He's shooting very fast, but he's hitting like a truck. And with the level 4, the Dead Eye, he will be like a hero killer. And remember, all the heroes from the main faction have like low armor. We are talking about Faramir, for example. And Faramir doesn't stand a chance against Thranduil. Tom Bombadil is available for man. Stable is building up finally for the first time in this game. It will force the Elven player to recruit more pikemen. Eomer has to be careful, but Zirael was not paying attention. That's a level 2 farm. You don't want to lose this. There comes the Tom Bombadil special summon, and his plan is to knock down Thranduil, but Thranduil has fleet footwork, okay? This guy is Speedy Gonzalez, and Eomer is running it down. And now Tom Riddle. Eomer is looking, I mean, they are still on the hunt, but dude, even though this guy has no horse, but he is moving like he would have a horse, okay? Eowyn is stabbing in his back. Maybe use disguise and use the smite to deal bonus damage. Eowyn just came back from the graveyard, and she doesn't need to die again to the pikeman. I mean, dude, 10 power points wasted, you know? Bilbo Baggins for the primers for 11 months. Thank you so much, Bilbo. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, bro.
Bilbo_Baggerins just resubscribed for 11 months. Ahoy. End. No. The journey doesn't end here. Death is just another path. One that we all must take. The grey rain curtain of this world rolls back, and all turns to silver glass. And then you see it.
And then you see the victorious screen. I mean, maybe Mustafa was right. Mustafa is like a professional Elven player. He saw it coming from miles away, you know? He knew Zirael got this game in his pocket. We have Glorfindel on the field, level 1 Thranduil. I mean, we need some more levels, of course, and that comes the infamous and special summon. One of them is fat, but that's, you know, proteins. Literally, he was, you know, bodybuilding. 2 hits. 1 more needed, I think 2 more needed to destroy the level 3 farm. You don't want to waste your rebuild here, because you might need it for the fortress. He's gonna use the warning arrow on Thranduil, and we don't see... Oh, the projectile is flying from downtown, but it's not gonna be enough. Thranduil has fleet footwork, and he's trying to beat him in. Eowyn or Faramir. Faramir was able to finish him off. Faramir has shown his quality. The man player will be able to defend this. The Ents now have 0 protection. Glorfindel is only level 2. Haldir, everybody is running for their lives. The barracks is being chunked. It's a level 2 building. The Ents, they will get stabbed with the long spears of the tower guards, and a big win for the man faction player Solas. Arwen is here. Arwen has to be careful. We have like a lot of damage from Faramir now, and also warning arrow is actually like a hero counter, because it will slow down the heroes, which you need, because otherwise you have like no catch potential. The heroes from the Elven faction are just running like they are, having fire on them or something, and the warning arrow is gonna be able to slow them down a bit. Hobbits are getting bullied. What is this game, dude? What is this game? Hobbits are getting slaughtered by Eomer. Frodo Baggins. Look at them. Okay. Ooh. Nice. To be honest, I take it back, because the Hobbit summon was from Solas, not from Zirael. What am I saying? The peasants are coming now. They will be able to find and destroy this farm. Level 2 stable. Maybe level 3 incoming for the Knights of Dol Amroth. You will be able to find out very soon. The barracks is going to be destroyed, but he has 1 more barracks remaining. The barracks is still level 1. He never went for the level 2 for the mid recruits. Remember, Thranduil has been killed. It's a very expensive hero, and he got killed before he was able to get to level 2. And he needs to get at least to level 4 to be threatening. Faramir, on the other hand, is showing his real quality. I mean, he's level 6 now, his leadership unlocked. But he needs to be careful, you know, because he might die here. Haldir is level 3. Will he get away though from this? He's very slow, but he can get mounted. Get mounted. Get mounted. He was using the warning arrow and heal. Look, Haldir is so slow now. Look this. Look, spear, spear, spear. And Faramir killed another hero. Guys, that's actually very smart, dude. Like, imagine you have warning arrow, you have the smite from this girl and the spear throw from this man. So you have like so many attacks from a long distance, and the range heroes, they are so weak in armor, and you burst them. Like, that was like the second time, right? He was killing Thranduil for the first time, and now Haldir too. Level 9 Elma, level 6 Elvin, and this is gonna be unlocked now, the Shield Maiden, for 100% more armor. That's gonna make her actually quite beefy and tanky. We have 1000 command points still for Zirael. He has plenty of, you know, Malone trees, and even a level 3 Malone tree top right side. So he has good eco, even though he's losing those fights continuously, and he will be able to destroy the marketplace too. No, but he will be just rebuilding it, and he should be just fine. Level 2 archer range, Mirkwoods, I mean not Mirkwoods, Rangers will be recruited now. Barracks level 1, Barracks level 2, the Stable has been taken down. And now we get also Glorfindel back in the business. So this dude is level 2, but I think when he's level 3, he will be able to outdamage Boromir too, right? Boromir, how can he deal with him? Like low-key, Boromir level 6, but I think Boromir level 6 can't beat Glorfindel level 3 on foot, because you need to be on foot to use your Blade of Purity.
I will not leave before this.
What's up, any Brandy? Oh, but look, Elma is getting chunked. Elvin is, I think Elvin is more tanky, right? 3000 health. I mean, but she's level 6 only. This guy's level 9. But remember, this will make her basically have like 100% more health. Beautiful spear throw from Elma. We will see 25 power points eventually in this game, but it's like a 50-50 situation, you know? And there comes also Faramir. I think Faramir has been doing a phenomenal job in this game, and Denethor would be proud. Level 2, this guy needs to be level 5 for the leadership. That's very important. We see also lots of pikemen to protect the units against Elma and also Elvin, because he has no stable. He has not recruited a single knight of Gondor. And the only reason why you will need pikemen is to, you know, kind of protect your heroes against Elma and Elvin. They've been, you know, kind of annoying you quite a lot. No upgrades yet for elves, but he has now the armory, level 2 incoming. And Solas has no fire yet and no armor yet either. But he's building a tower. We need to build a tower. It's a very annoying situation. When you find yourself in this, you know, when the elves are camping in front of your barracks, it's very annoying. But I think elves are struggling to deal with the towers. Some Bombadil. Look, Solas was going for the Cloud Break, right, to stun them. But guess what? You can't stun them. Beautiful Sonic song. You can't stun them when they are on the Elven Wood, because besides giving you the buff, it will also grant you resistance against fear. So 10 power point can counter a 15 power point. That's what happened. Look, Thranduil gets chunked. Look, he's moving in slow motion. He has now the speed of Gimli, and the siblings of Rohan are running it down. Spear, spear. Dude, it's so nice to see this actually. Tom Bombadillo, and they are not done yet. Thranduil, you have nowhere to run. You have no more pikemen. Elma is hunting you. Elma is chasing you. He is trying to micro around, but can he get away from Elma? Maybe he can. Elma is now very, very low, and Thranduil can turn. But heal is coming from Solas. Elma was just able to kill Glorfindel, and now there is no defense for Thranduil. Elma, the Elven hero killer, is going to get the last hit. Boom! Level 10. Nice, dude. I mean, look, the siblings, I'm telling you guys. Elma and Elvin doing work in this game. This is a new version of the map for survival. It's unlim, so basically it's opened now. You know, you can go like this, for example. Like it's, I can show you. Ash, welcome to the stream, by the way. I mean, he will be able to find this level 3 Malone 3, but it won't stay there for a long time. The heroes now are very powerful as they have a lot of levels. Level 6 Boromir, level 8 Faramir, something we don't see very often. But I'm glad we do see it in this game. We have hobbits now, even from the special summon from Solas. They are taking care of these Malone trees, and each of them are level 2 or higher. And it means elves are losing a big chunk of their command points. And his eco is not looking that good. Because Thranduil is a very expensive hero, right? And he lost him twice. So he recruited him, then he revived him. He was investing so much money into him. But I think he was just not paying off, right? Going for the upgrades would be a much better choice, but the armory is still only level 2. It needs to be level 3 for the Silverton arrows to be purchased. And I still think that if you get Silverton arrows on those lindens, it would be so crazily strong, you know? 20 power points against 19. Solas is catching up with the power points, actually having a lead in the power points because he has collected in total 5, 10, 20, 30, and 45 plus 20, 65 power points collected from the German player versus 5, 15, 30, 52. So Solas has a 20 power point plus lead versus Zirael in this game number 1. Arwen is getting dismounted because that's all she can do. Big commitment against the fortress. He was trying to get to 25, but he won't be able to achieve it. And it was looking grim for Solas, but he was, you know, having a very good micro with the heroes. Look, I'm telling you, the spear throw and the smite and the warning arrow combination, these 3 strikes, you know, like the triple strike on your face, super hard to deal with, very well executed. He was always on point.